Samanthra. Hi, I'm Grace.
Hi, Mayuri.
And I'm Naz. This is a video
Of our experience,
At CBN,
we are
Group 1!
Today, we're going to tell you about our reflection for our whole community service. We will say about our challenges and our key takeaways throughout our experience in CBN. The first challenges we face is
time management.
it's like most of the time we figure out that our time for that activity is not enough. If let's say we plan an activity for 30 minutes, sometimes if you go over because of the maybe like students they are not really understand the topic itself well.
well, like what Keller said, it's because we have like students from different levels, so sometimes we don't know what level they're on. And even though we made a great plan, but when we got into the class itself, we would, like, let's say we set up 10 minutes to do an activity, and it turns out when we introduce the activity, students are like, I don't know what that part means, or I don't know what that part is. We've never seen it before. So it's like the timing has to change all of a sudden. We have to like maybe shorten the activity a bit, add a little bit of introduction to the topic or whatever we can do. So yeah, timing was a huge challenge for us.
So what is our second challenge?
Classroom setting.
Classroom setting.
Yes, we face this problem a lot because we plan activities based on most of the time it's groups. So we need the classroom to be set in a way that the students can sit in groups, and only then they can collaborate well. What are the challenges you face in terms of classroom setting?
The classroom setting, so I feel like it's good like to have every week as we go into the class, it's good to like change their grouping the way they sit, so that this helps like all the students to communicate with the others, not just to work with the same person. So they'll get like a new experience working with new groups of friends.
But to add on to that, I think one of the reasons is because the culture of the school as well, because a lot of students, they are not exposed to group work. So when we group them together, they are not comfortable and they don't really know what they are expected to do.
And another thing would be that we were only there for 5 weeks, so we didn't know if the students are able to work with one another. So that made us have restriction to regroup the students from what they are sitting at in the classroom when we are in there. Another thing, having dominant students.
So like with every group of students, we definitely have the dominant students and like the really passive students. So I don't know how it happened, but no matter how we grouped up the students, there would always be one dominant student and one group with the passive student, and it's always the dominant one that's really taking charge of everything.
Yeah.
Sometimes to the point that the passive student themselves don't really have a chance at taking part in the activity as well. So it's definitely a challenge for us because we had so little time to figure out which students were more dominant and which ones were more passive. So we grouped them up randomly, and surprisingly, they would always end up with one dominant and one passive. So
I think this is maybe my challenge is because I'm more lenient towards the students as well. So at times the students had to be very comfortable with me, and when it comes to serious activities or instructions, they tend to be take advantage of it. Lay back a bit. It's like, oh, can I not do this? Can I not do that? Cikgu tak apa lah. Then I was like, no, you have to do this. And then when they did the activity, but it's wrong. And when you teach them again and again, they will still do the wrong thing because they just want to get over it. But in a good way, the students, I built the relationship with the students.
One more challenge that has to do somewhat with timing, because we're all from different cohorts, we're different batches. So not only timing during the lesson, like before the lesson when we're planning everything, timing is always, I wouldn't say an issue, but it's something that always pops up when we want to meet up and do discussions or create the lesson plan, think of the activities. But thankfully, all the group mates, every one of us, like managed to get it done somehow by hook or by crook, whether it was online or just through WhatsApp or just rush into The first key takeaway that we got from this whole project, this whole experience, was we realized that what we learned about motivation before in our lectures and our previous modules, we had to apply when we were trying to teach the students mathematics. Like for example, in the first class, we really wanted to get the students motivated and wanting to learn with us. What we did was we created like a card where we had like, because we had 4 stations of activities, and each card had like 4 sections, where we would put a stamp and chalk there for each time they complete an activity. So I feel like motivating the students through a reward system, something that's a positive reinforcement, really kept them on track and really kept them wanting to keep doing the work and complete it, simply because they know that, oh my god, at the end I'm going to get a sticker, so I'm going to get a chop, so oh my god, I can't wait for it, I have to finish it. So like, they would do their work, they would excitedly come to us and say, look, I finished! And then, yeah, they keep trying just to get the reward. So we feel that the students were attentive enough that we didn't even need to go to the punishment stage, which we definitely would not have gone to, but just saying. Yeah, so we feel that what we learned about positive reinforcement, about motivating students through a reward system, really was really applied when we went to teach mathematics in CBN.
Yeah. Right. So moving on to the second key takeaways, we have a lesson plan. So throughout this whole experience, from the first week to the 10th week, I feel like we learn a lot, as in like how to plan lesson. Not only that, not just to make lesson activities that are very interesting, but also it has to be meaningful for the students when they carry out the activity. And there are still considerations that we need to keep in mind that when we are planning out the lesson plan. And first thing, we need to look into the students' ability. Every student have different abilities, their learning style varies and things like that. So we have to take into consideration. And also, we need to consider the level of difficulty. Sometimes we need to have a balance between a very challenging task and also like a simple task. So it's not that you want to give an activity that's too challenging for them. Students might give up at a point. So you want to have something that is balanced for them. So I think that's what we learn as overall on the lesson.
The third key takeaway is that we as a future teacher, we need to be very flexible, because sometimes your plan on the day when you carry out, maybe it doesn't work, and you need to come up with another plan. That's why as a teacher, we always have to have a plan B and many backups, so that when suddenly things happen, we know how to tweak it and change it, so that the lessons can still continue.
Yeah, true. There's something unexpectedly happen. Even in our everyday time, there's something unexpectedly happen.
It's my first time in the girls' school, and we're all mostly from Malays, and then the medium is in Malay as well. So I found it a bit challenging when I explained the instruction. But then I realized that as long as you have the patience and put it simple, clear and simple instruction, is fine. And students can try their best to understand what you're going to say. So for me, it's more of exposing myself to different groups of students.
Very simple. Do not use elaborate fancy words.
Simple instructions.
Yeah.
As simple as can.
Yeah, and also using like interesting way to explain. You want to draw a diagram or something that's easy for them to understand.
That's all for us today.
Thank you for watching us.